You're tuned in to Psychoactive. Please stay on the line. A representative will be with you shortly.
Hello. Welcome to a special ASMR episode of Psychoactive.
And a 1, 2, ready, and... The shafts, the shafts, the shafts, the shafts, the shafts, the shafts, the shafts. Oh, I don't need to tick.
Podcast.
Alright, it's on to you. I gotta get this all situated.
Welcome to episode 8 of Psychoactive.
Dude, 8 episodes already?
Yeah, I only knew what episode it was because we
episodes?
just uploaded 7. This is going to be a more relaxed episode. We're not going to be as enthusiastic this time.
Dude, speak for yourself, dude.
Okay. I was speaking for you, but I'll say it's for both of us.
Oh, well then you're just lying.
I'm just lying.
Hey
to
everybody,
the people.
Weston here. The better half of the shaft, some might say.
You would say. You have
low
said.
blow.
It's not a low blow. What have we been doing?
Dude, we're equal parts of the shafts.
You're telling me, dude. Okay, I was just going to hand hug.
And now we pray.
We can do that too.
Dear Lord, please make this the most epic podcast ever until episode 9. And make that one super more danker. Amen.
This is supposed to be the ASMR episode, but I guess we can just hold hands the whole time too. We can do that.
Well, let me just
I'm a fan.
Let me just bring us full circle here.
Sure.
Dude, it's allergy season, huh? Dude, we're so
That was like on cue.
This whole household has just been effed.
Mm-hmm. Every single one of us has just been coughing and just sounding awful and just congested for just
my
like a
throat has
week.
just been dicked down. Like I fucking took 30 dicks down the red light district.
Yeah, that only happens like once a month with you.
Exactly,
Like,
but this time it's allergies, I swear. But you went out, you got some fucking... hey.
Some Bennies.
Listen, bro, you got the Bennies, you got the Kroger brand allergy medication.
Yep.
Yeah, I took a Benadryl this morning.
Which is the worst time to take a Benadryl.
I mean,
It's in
I
the
don't have
morning.
anything going on, but yeah, I'm feeling really... I've been down in coffee like a mother effer, and I'm just...
Nothing.
I'm drowsy, and I'm out of it.
Dude,
But
I took
also,
2 last night. I slept
just
like
to
an
conk
infant.
out.
Just to like give me some relief, damn it. And I just want to sleep. I slept pretty well. I mean, I have to
Nice.
say. With 2 bennies in me.
You didn't wake up feeling groggy?
No, I did, but that's, what else is new?
Yeah.
Gotta get some coffee and that's it.
Back to it, baby. Back
Back
to the
to
grind.
it. Yeah. So, it was nice. Shouldn't take it in the morning though, just because it knocks you out.
Yeah, I've been taking the other... I was just taking the other non-drowsy stuff, but I just wanted to see if this would like...
The Claritin.
Just knock my... No, not the Claritin, the
the
Kroger,
off-brand
The
Claritin.
Kroger brand.
That's what it is.
Is that off-brand
Yeah.
Claritin?
It's exactly the same like ingredient, but
Dude,
it's just
way how much was it? Like
it was
way cheaper.
Yeah, like $7 for 2 bottles of that. Like 70 pills. It was crazy. So it must not work as well.
Claritin is like fucking $20 for like 6 or something ridiculous.
Just stupid. Yeah.
They're
But it has to
just-
work though, It has to work.
But yeah, I just wanted to see if the Benadryl would be...
I mean,
more
how are the
effective.
allergies, Like you're drowsy, but
I mean, dude, I don't know. I always just like feel sick. So I don't know if like... I'm assuming it's allergies, but it's been a while and they haven't really cleared up. So I wonder if I like kind of caught something or just like kind of gave me sort of like a... Like, I don't know if
like it's more serious.
my voice sounds super raspy. I can't really tell because it's my voice, but it feels raspy.
Doesn't
'cause
sound
my
raspy.
Throat, in my head, it's raspy.
Right. My throat just feels like
Hey.
scratchy.
Hey, everybody.
Michelle's mom said she just had allergy like antibiotics that she just got off of. Like they were that bad. I didn't know those
4
existed.
allergies. Dang.
I didn't know that
dude.
existed, but maybe that's something we need.
That's like the bubble boy growing up. You know the bubble boy?
the bubble boy.
Everyone had a bubble boy in their school.
It just reminds me of Always Sunny.
The kid who reminds me of Seinfeld, dude.
See,
But
I didn't watch that show.
We,
Different generations,
yeah, exactly. That's where we split. But you know, like
Jesus.
had to live in a bubble because you can't get any of those germs.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I get the concept. There's many different iterations of that.
I didn't actually know a bubble boy.
I didn't
just
personally
said
know
that.
any either. But I mean,
I didn't
existed.
even know of any. Other than from watching Seinfeld.
Seinfeld. No.
I was just know.
Not even Always Sunny.
I don't think I caught that one.
No.
Can you give me a quick synopsis?
It's just Mac and Charlie have the suits because Dennis doesn't want anyone to get the flu because they got to perform for Boys to Men or whatever it was.
That's not what I was talking about.
Well, it's like they have to wear bubble suits,
Kinda.
like space suits to prevent germs from getting them.
It's kind of related, but at the same time,
it's a portable version. That was a weird sound.
Hopefully that comes through on the audio so we don't look crazy.
Right.
You're like, why do they just?
That's
Hopefully the audio sounds bad so we don't look crazy.
No, I mean, yeah, whatever. I don't know. That's just what it made me think of. That's it.
Well,
man, breathing's a struggle.
I should have brought. Yeah, that's why I had to throw this pop filter on, so I'm not just like over here mouth breathing like into whatever you're saying. Like
breathing straight into the mic. Yeah. Oh, we got these arms. We didn't have these the last podcast, so that's a new thing. And we're using this mixing board, which my computer's probably covering, but it's right here.
Yeah, dude, check it out. Check it out.
We hope it sounds a little better.
Check it out, Rotten. Yeah, let's see what we can do.
We can hear ourselves though, so that's good. You want to add some reverb? Ooh,
well, that's just
just me. Well, sorry. There you go. Start talking.
Here I am. I'm in the
We're
cave
in
now
hallway.
too. Hey everybody.
Yeah.
Hey everybody. Welcome to the Psychoactive podcast. Wow, really, truly amazing how much we can say without saying anything.
The technology that we have at our fingers, dude. My God, we can do so much. Let's just add delays or like the Satan voice. We should like know which one's which, so we can just turn it on and do it. We haven't planned out. We don't plan
write
this
things
out.
down. We gotta write things down.
It's clearly
it still
in
takes
pitch.
us fucking 45 minutes to set this shit up. Like I'm like, let's go record a podcast, and then like 5 minutes into getting everything set up, I'm like, I don't feel like sitting down and talking anymore. I'm aggravated.
The least we can do.
What's the
sit here and talk into mics?
Whoa, dude! Now I feel personally attacked. But
the whole upload process is the
okay.
hard
So we
work.
got 92, and this is just going to be a complete guess as to how it sounds.
Hey everybody! Oh, what the?
Is that an alien voice? Why am I coming?
That's multiple ones. Alex, this is God.
See, I'm the only normal sounding one here.
I am God speaking.
It's cool that we have, we're able to do this. It's awesome.
What, these noises?
Yeah, just because they're fun. Whatever.
Yeah. What
I
else?
want the Satan voice.
What else are we gonna do when we have nothing to talk about? Okay, no. Oh,
You
yeah,
just
hold
fuck
on.
around with voices.
Just fuck
It's
around.
fun.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Pitches. Okay, 74. I think this might be a high pitched one. Go for it, dude.
Hello. It's not anything. What is it? Hello.
Oh, it's a little bit of a.
It's a slight pitch. Whoa.
Oh, I'll turn that
Whoa.
way up.
You're not gonna make it 100%. 500%. So are these all? Oh, there we go.
Hey.
There we go. Oh, whoa.
Hey, folks. Oh, what's going on?
Hey, everybody.
I can't really hear it. Wait. Hello.
My name's Stevie.
Why is yours?
I'm
Oh, you have
from
it all the way up.
Oh, yeah, all the way up. Oh, wow. All the way up, just like me. Wow. Wow. Now, the whole podcast is being done by two aliens. Stevie and Roger here.
And speaking of aliens,
There's gotta be aliens out there, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're here,
we talked about this. Did I bring up though? I feel like that was before we. I'm gonna,
I can hear you
I'm
coming
gonna
through my
turn you
mic.
down. You're ridiculous.
This is a fun podcast.
We were talking about aliens on that podcast, but I don't know if I brought up the picture of. It was a picture of like the zoomed in of. I'd have to find it. We'll put it.
I mean,
on the
we have a
screen,
computer
hopefully.
here.
Yeah, Google. It's
Am I googling? Zoomed in.
It's like zoomed in picture of like a bunch of galaxies.
I feel like I saw you tweet this.
Yeah. But I'm trying to say, like, because it's not the picture of a galaxy. It's just like picture of, I guess it's maybe like just like a picture of space.
Oh, is it this one?
It is that one. But,
It doesn't look that good
where's
in this image.
well, that's because it's super zoomed in.
Right. I
Well,
mean, like,
go-
I want
go to the-
to
go
see
to
the
the-
one where it's like multiple.
Go to the page and see what's the zoomed out. What is
What
it zoomed
page?
in?
Like
the
your,
page
your
that
Twitter.
No, go to the page that
Oh.
image is from.
It's on a website called Hyper
Duh, come
Allergic.
on.
And I don't think that's
Am I
an
right?
actual source.
Am I right with this guy? Come on. Like,
That looks absurd. Holy fuck.
like, trust me. If you had to live,
Look at
with,
that.
If you had to live with this, yeah. Okay, so but what it is? Okay,
no, that's not.
it is
that's not
of the
picture.
Andromeda galaxy.
Is that what it is?
Oh yeah. I was thinking it was
That just
above a
looks
bunch of
fucking
galaxies. No, yeah,
wild.
those are all stars. So that's a picture of the Andromeda Galaxy, in which you zoom in and you see all these beautiful stars, all like twinkle in the night. And how many of those have planets surrounding them? And how many of those planets?
Don't all of them like have
at least one bacterium. Is that too much to ask for? One bacterium of alien life?
bacterium? I think that is too much to ask for.
Oh, please, God, please, God, let me be using that word right. I believe it's the singular of bacteria.
Sounds right. You want me to make sure for
Do you
you?
think hey, in the audience, leave a comment. Leave a comment if you think I'm smart, because I'm really self-conscious.
I know you.
Sorry, what were you saying? Wait, what? You heard that? Shit.
I'm just searching bacterium. A member of a large group of unicellular microorganisms. Okay.
Peanut butter and jam.
Whatever, dude. Whatever,
Get down to
dude.
Talking about bacteriums and fucking dog
We don't know what bacteriums are.
cacti, hippopotami.
Just multiple animals. Are we still in the high-pitched voice? Oh, we are.
Good. Okay.
Ooh, shit.
So Steve's back.
Okay, so let's, yeah, all right. Dude, this is great because, like, instead of just sitting here awkwardly,
You can just switch to this voice and be like,
Voice
whoa,
time.
okay, fuck you guys.
Crazy voice time, motherfuckers. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, let's give it a little bit of 77. How about 77?
They sound even
higher pitch.
Ooh, it's
Holy
crazy.
Holy shit.
People would be like, holy shit, dude, episode 7, that's when they start using the voices. But like, this is episode 8. You're right.
But yeah, this episode.
Episode 8, dude, for the OG fans.
OG fans.
Someone's gonna be able to hear what I'm saying. 78. Okay, is this deeper?
Oh, this is the same
That's super deep.
This is what
You
we
barely
came
even.
here for.
Hello.
Hello. That's it. Doesn't have that big of an effect, you know. I can still hear myself.
Well, that's because you're listening. You're saying it. What do you mean?
So,
Oh, well, it's all the way up, but it's not all the way wet on the effects.
it's not all the way wet. That's the Jesus Christ. Change.
Jeez Louise. Well, it gets like louder and louder the more. Oh, I can hear
I
it.
kind of like 100%.
I think I hear myself coming through your
You do.
mic.
Yeah. So you want me to cover this?
Yeah, let's just. Yeah, please don't. That's why you could hear what I was assiding to the audience earlier.
Yeah, I still hear you coming through as Satan, even though it's me. I kind of like that. That's pretty great.
Fuck you. 79.
Which one was that?
This
Which one was
is
Satan?
Deep. Oh, that's way deeper.
Whoa.
78.
This is the worst one.
78.
This
I
is
can.
crazy.
Oh, just talk,
Holy
but it's
shit.
gonna like be like just that deep voice, and you can
Right.
barely even understand
Can't
what's
hear
going
it.
on.
No.
But we can jam and do like some reverb later.
Yeah.
What does this sound like? Oh, well, now we're up into.
What is that?
Oh yeah, there's only. Oh wait.
Echoing hallway?
4. Yeah, there's only like a few different pitch settings. Echoing hallway. Oh, that sounds really bad.
Sounds real bad. Sounds like a snare
Maybe it's
being
'cause-
rattled.
Yeah, well, that's enough of that. That's enough of that for now.
That's enough. All right. So music progress. How's the Shafts doing with their songwriting? I'll answer that for you. We have 2 songs now.
Dude, excellent. We're doing so great.
So good.
Dude, that's
I'll tell you that much.
2 more than most people.
Yeah.
Granted,
That's
most of
fucking
them aren't
right.
pursuing music, but you know, it's a
Right.
win in my book.
It's
Dude,
always a
honestly,
win, dude.
I just get so hard on myself, like thinking all the time about the progress we could be putting in, as opposed to being grateful and like proud of the progress we have put in.
Right.
You know, which is like, you know, it's kind of detrimental because like, I don't know, I kind of lost my train of thought.
We're actually putting in work though. you know?
Right.
We haven't been that focused on one thing in a very long period of time, like since we did see Average in the studio. So actually getting to write the song together and arrange it how we want to arrange it. It's like, it's so hard to actually fucking finish a song that like when you actually do finish one, it's like, oh, so this is what it's like.
Right.
Oh.
Well, yeah, so we said on the last podcast we were trying to do our demo tape, which we still are doing, but we're kind of going to take it from like a different angle. For now, tomorrow I'll probably be like, let's do something else, because I'm just like, change my mind so often, but
Mm-hmm.
we figured it would be better to have songs to perform, because we were thinking, oh, we'll like throw songs together and then record them, but obviously it's hard to
Right.
like record a song you haven't really performed and practiced. Where you're just like, oh, this is how it'll go, but you haven't practiced how it's gonna go. You kind of just have an idea in your mind, and then when you play the drums, it's not in time, or it's not, you don't have the fills correct or anything. So the main goal now,
Because you want it to sound perfect too.
oh yeah, absolutely,
Which
yeah.
is
Well,
hard.
both of us are like extreme perfectionists, so like we get frustrated with the fact that it doesn't sound good, even though
Right.
it can't sound good because we haven't practiced it yet. So
Yeah.
the plan is have some songs. So we have two. We have another one that's pretty much, we've got the main idea. We need to just finish arranging, and then try to do maybe one or two covers, and then
Just to fill
keep
out
working on
the set
fill out,
list.
and then maybe we'll have like 15-20 minutes to perform. Go out, hit the road,
It's really all we need to just start playing places.
open for some big names, and I'm talking bars, shots, titties, after parties, up till the sun's up.
That's what
and
it's
then
about.
do it all again. Just burn the candle at both ends is what a great
27
musician
Club, you know what I'm
mentor
saying?
told me. Yeah, dude, just dude.
How do you think they all did it?
5 more years of this shit and we are out, dude. No, I don't even want to joke
Jesus
about that
Christ,
shit,
that's
dude.
so fucked.
I don't even want to joke about
Oh my
that.
God.
I wanna.
We just watched a documentary, or I watched like you watched a lot of the documentary.
about what was his name?
Robert Johnson?
Robert Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah, I had
the
not
original
even heard about him before.
blues guitar player.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's called like Devil at the Crossroads or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty
The
interesting.
legend surrounding his life.
Yeah, like I had not known about it. So
Yeah.
if you're a musician, you should definitely watch it.
We should
pretty
definitely get
interesting.
more into the roots of like different types of music and
That'd be
like
cool,
learning about stuff.
'cause we could talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about it. At
If
the
we
same
knew it.
time, I just
Didn't
know
know.
absolutely. I
Yeah.
know nil.
Same.
Like I love music, but like I'm not like a real like history buff when it comes to like music.
Like where it all came from.
Where it all
like,
came from,
stemmed
like,
from.
Yeah, and then even just a lot of bands that have come and passed that
Just missed.
that were
and
pretty
shit.
important. That,
Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, so much happened before we were even born.
Right.
That laid down the groundwork for like what we're trying to do and like the music we listen to, and I feel like it's not that we like can't. Obviously, anyone can just go out and just make music. It doesn't matter.
Right.
But something feels like being able to pay homage to the people that came before will just allow us to, not make our music better, but just like have a better like understanding and like cultural understanding of the art form itself.
I feel like it would just give us more meaning because we're just contributing to, this thing that has been going on for just so long.
Right.
And I mean, like, I couldn't place any like inspirations for like wanting to like play music because I don't really
Same.
Like,
I don't. Well, obviously,
historical people at least like that have influenced like the industry in such a great way that where it is now. Like I couldn't really name anyone
Right.
specifically.
Exactly. Like I went to the I forget what it's called. It's like the music museum below that big venue they have. Also, don't know the name of
Is
in
it the
Nashville.
A&R? Oh no. Oh yeah, when you went down there.
Mhm.
Right.
But
I thought you were talking about
it's
the
like a
A&R bar.
concert hall. They have like a music museum in the bottom, like through the years. And I went in there, and it was really cool. I liked it a lot. But there's just like so much. I feel like I had to be like 60 to go in there and be like, oh, these guys, wow, because there's like
Oh,
so
I
much
remember
stuff
them.
from like way back when they
Right.
first started, like the turn of the century, had microphones and were like recording stuff. It was cool to see, but I kind of just like couldn't really like relate to it. Even stuff
Yeah.
like Johnny Cash or Jimi Hendrix, I haven't like dived into like their lives or their music extensively.
Yeah, me neither.
So I'm like, this is a cool exhibit, but I'm not like, and I don't know, something about me I don't feel like the type of person to dive super into like the historical, I don't even know what you'd call it. Like I feel like more like
just learning about
learning about
like
the stuff.
music?
Yeah. But something tells me that's something in my mind. I feel like that's important. But
you just haven't
but I'm
like
just-
felt the need to like actually
I've just never been the type of person
it.
that focuses on like not people, but like
historically significant
individuals. Individuals, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I didn't have like a very culturally rich upbringing.
Right.
Like I grew up Mormon, so like a lot of stuff, like R-rated movies were cut off and stuff. Like even some like inappropriate movies, like music to some extent. Not that my parents were like overtly strict about, oh, you're not allowed to do this, but it just like wasn't something. They weren't, not really. Like I don't ever really have a memory of my parents being like, oh, you're listening to this music, that's bad. But it just kind of was like the culture of being Mormon is like my parents didn't do it, so like I just didn't do it, and they didn't like my dad introduced me to like a bunch of classic rock sort of stuff, but like like Foreigner, Styx, Led Zeppelin,
just dad music.
But yeah, exactly,
typical dad music.
But not like in a way that like some people. I feel like some people, their parents were like so into it and like showed their kids everything and like taught them about stuff, and so they like grew up with like this great appreciation for like music, and not just like the music, but like the culture and what goes into like rock stardom and stuff like that. And I feel like that's just like a hole missing in me.
You need some classic rock roots, some more
not
well read.
Not specifically classic rock.
I want to learn about like the genres that I don't know about. There's definitely some shit out there
such as
I don't know. Well, I couldn't give you an example because I don't know about it.
Like country music.
No, not country music. My mom
Why
listens to enough of that to where I just know it's the same shit that it's always been.
I mean, now but there's you don't like any country music.
I mean,
at all. You don't
probably
like Johnny Cash. You don't like
I haven't
Willie
listened
Nelson.
to Johnny Cash.
Well, there you go. Why would
Willie
that's another genre you could dive into? That
I don't know. I guess it is. I want to listen to more like old hip hop, just because
that's another thing too, where it's like I'm a huge hip hop fan, but there's just like so much groundwork laid out through the 80s and 90s,
right?
And like
probably even earlier
and
than
like
that too,
right? And like the just like the hardware they used and had available at that time that like made it what it was.
Yeah, the origins of the fucking the vinyl, turntables. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many documentaries. I don't know, probably like some books I could read.
There's probably endless documentaries about it.
Right.
Let's be honest.
I'm not just gonna like, I'm gonna sit around and just watch documentaries.
Right.
I feel like
Let's learn.
Books are way more dense in terms of like actually getting the gist of what,
like specific information and stuff
happened.
Just details.
Can't have the pop filter on that burp. I need that full force.
This podcast is great. You don't even know. So but yeah, there's definitely lots of books out there that are about the history of music, like in probably specific periods of time too.
Yeah,
we just don't have any of those. We
gotta go get a library card.
Is there a library near us?
There's a library down the road. I passed maybe like 2 minutes.
There's also a bunch of adult video stores near us.
Oh, dude, you're right. Not that we've stopped into a few of them.
We haven't,
because we haven't.
Just making it sound like
I heard from someone. Well, we haven't.
You're acting suspicious. We haven't.
Am I?
We actually haven't.
But I heard from a friend that they have really great selection and that they buy and sell. They buy and they'll trade anything you have. You bring in that.
Even used things.
Yeah.
Okay.
A friend told me. So, not that if I were to do those things, I would be ashamed of it and pretend like I didn't do it.
Right.
Because there's nothing, why would you be ashamed for?
Don't kink shame.
You are. Yeah. I mean, it's not a kink per se, but.
I mean, I'm not really into going to.
I don't buy porn, okay, Alex? Stop trying to say I'm out there buying porn.
You are.
I'm not buying pornography. It's sickening, first of all. Second of all, it degrades women. And third, it spits in the face of God. So
that's pretty much.
Pornography spits in the face of God.
Get out of here with your.
What,
we need to sort of. We need to. Oh. Wait. We're here.
You haven't perfectly balanced that like you were supposed to.
Tap it.
Yeah, just don't tap it.
Like I was supposed to. like you're my mom or something. I'm getting.
Yeah.
I just
Boy.
boy. I just because it's coming through on yours, and I just hate it.
You hate it?
It's gonna sound like
I'm just gonna put the ISO chamber
hot
on this
garbage.
thing next time, so it's just
well, I
this
ain't
huge
got
black
one.
thing.
I won't be able to see your face.
Yeah.
And it won't hold it up.
No, it won't.
hold
It
up.
definitely won't.
But these are nice though, huh?
They definitely look
nice.
nice, probably.
I mean, I'm
We can't
looking at
see
them,
it
they
from-
look nice.
Well, we haven't seen it from there yet. You know what the podcast looks like.
We know it's gonna look.
We'll
good.
know by next.
We'll be like,
episode,
whoa,
but
this is like a
yeah.
straight up like if they're doing radio over here.
I mean, it does look like that.
Thanks for tuning into KX3479 Power 406. Here's Stacy with the weather. Stacy?
Yeah, so the weather today is a rainy day. It's just going to be raining a lot. It's going to be bad and not fun. So plan your commute accordingly and take an umbrella with you.
There you go. I couldn't wait for
Thanks,
you to talk.
Stacy.
You know, because it'll come through and then you'll sound like a female.
That's why I wasn't talking.
That was good.
I don't want to sound like a female.
No.
You're playing the female part.
I was.
That's how it should work.
Always or
Only
just this time?
Dude, I'll whatever. Oh, well, you took it away.
Yeah. I just
gonna
wanted you
go
to say
into- I was
whatever
gonna
like
do
that.
Going to go into a
Tangent? Do you want to do it?
no, I was going to go into a female
Female
role.
role.
Go ahead.
But this is so degrading to women to assume that every woman just has a high-pitched voice and just that saying.
I mean, typically.
Yeah, but
It's pretty, how cis of you to say that?
Dude,
bro,
bro,
sis, bro. Turn me
down.
down. Turn me down. There we go. There.
Oh my God.
There it is.
This is the start of a new era of this podcast.
If only this
having
mixer, if only this mixer let us do low voice,
Separate.
high voice, separate
Right?
the effects.
I mean, at least we could have
kinda
normal
silly,
voice, high voice.
I just don't get when you would need up to 12 tracks, but you want one effect on everything. Like when would
Just
you
kind of
ever
mush it together, you know?
maybe even reverb? You don't just want flat reverb on 12 tracks
You wouldn't.
coming through. So
I mean, there might be a way to
It's
like
kinda
set
cool.
it, but I'm not sure how
well,
we
that's
would
what I'm
do it.
trying to, maybe we can Google a manual, but
You know, also.
let's get down to brass tacks on this. That's a great topic. Let's talk about this mixer and all the features. Let's Google it and let's do a rundown.
I don't want to do that.
So today we've unboxed this Eurorack U B 1202. The cable's in the way. Apologize to our readers at home. If you're reading the transcript of this episode for the deaf.
You think someone's actually writing a transcript for this episode?
I thought you were just gonna get the
So much work for
transcription
what
guy
though? I know.
for the deaf.
No, the deaf don't need
Are we
that.
supposed to be inclusive?
We're just not. You know. You thought this podcast was about why is the knife on the table?
Doug, I'm so sorry. I took a Benadryl this morning. I was verklempt trying to get everything set up while you sat on your derriere once again, looking at your, boobs on the internet or whatever you were doing. And, this podcast is just on Benadryl. That should be the title of the podcast.
We probably will title
Not
it
the
like
this podcast.
just on
The
Benadryl.
space of this podcast. The podcast
That's our new
itself
podcast
took
name.
Benadryl. I mean, you didn't, but
On Benadryl. I did last night, but it's not affecting me
you're
now.
still feeling it, dude. You're still feeling it,
Yeah,
Mr.
no.
Krabs.
I'm not. That'd be interesting though.
You know what would have been smart, though? Something to blow our noses with.
That would have been smart. I'm sitting here coughing. God, these allergies.
Just phlegmy. Call us the Phlegmy Phlegm Boys. that'd be a great name for our demo album. The Phlegmy Phlegm Boys.
We should just have a song called Phlegm.
kind of putting the cart before the horse there, but
You want to have a whole
It
album
could be
titled
dumb.
that?
because the Shafts, Phlegmy Phlegm Boys. Be
Phlegmy
like,
Phlegm
wait,
Boys.
is it Phlegmy Phlegm Boys the Shafts or the Shafts Phlegmy Phlegm Boys?
No, it's the Shaft's
Let me hit
debut
you with
album,
this-
Phlegmy
Let me hit
Phlegm
you with this.
Boys.
I was gonna hit you with this IRL,
It's better doing it on podcast.
but it's the podcast. Let's distribute this to the public.
Distribute.
I thought it'd be a cool, and nobody steal this idea. Copyright, trademark, registered.
As soon as you say it, you can copyright it. There you go. Done.
Is that true?
Mhm.
Is that the real for real?
Well, I guess you have to write it down, but
I mean,
we'll
this
have it written
dated.
down before this
We'll have
podcast is
we'll have
uploaded.
it dated.
Right.
This is a very important idea. I can't just you
Yeah,
can't go
it's
into,
fine.
into
It's
any,
copywritten as soon as you-
any you know
Blah.
idle hands.
It's tangible as soon as we record it, which we're doing. So you're fine. Go.
Oh, we're the worst. No, but anyway, it's just a silly idea. So it'd be an album called Joy Boy and Pearl Girl. About
Pearl Girl.
it doesn't even have to. We don't even have to use the names in the songs, which would make people think to be like. But it's like about a boy and a girl
But why Joy Boy?
because it rhymes.
Okay.
And
That's
why,
the only reason.
And why Pearl Girl?
Sure. Same answer?
Same reason, yeah.
Okay.
Because it rhymes and it sounds catchy.
Pearl Girl.
Joy Boy and Pearl Girl. Can you pick that album up?
I don't know.
People be like,
It sounds like a guy who's always happy and a girl who just wears
was,
pearls.
you know, they'd abbreviate it JBPG. But, you know, JBPG was good. You know, it was. I just, you know, it wasn't for me, but you know, it was pretty good.
JBPG.
I mean, the Chefs, they did it again. You know,
Mm-hmm.
with another killer hit. That's what people
That was the idea you
People be
trademarked just now? That was that important?
that we babbled on about before I talked about it for like
Right.
a few minutes.
Mhm.
That was the idea.
Joy
yeah.
Boy and Pearl Girl. We can.
It rolls off the tongue, dog. You don't deny.
No, it does. It just, I don't quite understand it. Maybe.
I'll have to write you some. I'll write some demos and
Write-
I'll
write
present
some
it to
demos.
you.
There
and
you go.
then-
Do
Could really
that.
use a tissue though. Ugh.
I could use one too. I
You
could definitely
swallow
cough.
it down. You swallow the snot down.
That's disgusting. Don't swallow it down.
fresh.
Jesus Christ.
Easy Sunday morning.
We should just have a cough counter for me and for you.
Well,
That's like
up to you.
4.
You're the
It has to be
editor.
4 by now. That's not going to happen, but probably
cough
4.
counter. You can just bring it up and then make it go
Every
away.
time I cough, boom. So many times it's been happening.
You know what's great is like
7.
it sucks because I overthink stuff, but like no matter how these podcasts turn out, like we're still doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And so like as much as I want to think like, oh, this is like so dumb, and it is.
It's
So
the
like
shafts.
we're still doing it. It's just like with anything. Like the only bad thing about it would be us not doing it because then we're not
Right.
doing it.
'Cause then there's
and anyone can
nothing.
watch this and be like, "There's fucking talking about nothing."
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but-
Yeah, we are.
you're talking about nothing, not in front of a camera and microphones. Ha, ha. And maybe that's what you want to do. And fine, live your life, dude. No judgment here.
I mean, regarding like what we upload, we want to do skits. Well, I want to do skits at least. Well, we both want to do skits, but I think we should upload them because
Separately
it'll give us
on this channel.
because it'll get us more traction real quick.
Yeah.
Because short
So we can be
videos
funny.
are watched
It's
more.
harder to be funny. It's harder to be funny in the moment. Like I'm trying to do it with this voice and the mannerisms, and maybe it'll get like a soft
giggle?
chuckle. But yeah, to have like and put them at the front of the video to be like, oh, what is this all about? Because you see the skit first, but also have it, just be its own video that we can link to, on Reddit or Tumblr or LinkedIn or Dig or Facebook or Twitter and get the word out about the good word of the boys.
Try to go viral. That'd be cool.
Not that I really want to go viral.
No, I
I-
would just
feel
jumpstart
like-
our popularity and get us numbers fast.
But I don't know. I'm not concerned about that though, because
It just gives
It'd be
us
all right,
another like opinion about the podcast because
it would be be
know,
nice to have some
another voice to tell
an
us
actual
about it.
audience. I don't know. I feel
Yeah.
like something with which I want to.
every fucking time that he has to burp, he just doesn't run.
I'm not gonna
the
not.
fucking microphone, guys. You know what it's like living with this fucking guy.
Are you saying something over there?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay, I thought you did.
No,
We're just talking.
you just
The burp was too long. It was something about
talking
the
about skits,
podcast.
dude. Talking about skits.
Yeah, but then after that, I was saying it would be nice to have an audience.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I mean, this
Just
is
because we would have
talked
someone
about it-
telling, oh, when you guys talked about this, it was cool. Oh, I didn't like that part where you guys did that.
Right.
You know,
I mean,
shit like
even
that.
right. That's true to have some constructive criticism.
Right.
But other than that, I mean, we're just naturally gonna whatever you do, you're just gonna naturally get better at.
Mhm.
Like I was saying earlier, and then like
Dude, even
Even
our
if-
podcast, like so far, like you can just tell each one gets like slightly better in some way than the one before it.
Right.
Which is nice. It's nice.
So yeah, I'm not super concerned with like
Popularity.
even. I mean, maybe our skits could be funny and they could get like a lot of views, but I'm not really concerned about what.
That's the goal. For them to be funny.
But why is that the goal? Why is that your goal?
Don't you want to be funny?
I am funny.
Yeah, but don't you
I'm not
want to
concerned about
have
it.
a funny skit that we were in?
Yeah.
That we came up with.
Right.
That we uploaded and did.
That's my goal.
That's your goal. That's our goal. That's the Shaft's goal.
Yeah, but you're saying the goal is to have it become popular.
Well, no, that's not the goal. It just probably would relative to our hour-long podcasts.
Right. Have at least a few more.
Just like a
views.
minute-long
Or you can post
video.
it somewhere.
Yeah. Just because people are clicking through YouTube most of the time. They just, or autoplay, or, it could just pop up in someone's thing and be like, oh, it's just a minute long. Yeah, I'll watch it. Why not?
Right. I mean, I don't know. I'm definitely overthinking this. I just like.
He is overthinking it, everybody.
I definitely am. I just said that. But
It's going to be fine, dude.
I just think like, okay, so like we're in a band, so I want our music to be good and have music to play, which we do and we will. And we'll have a dope podcast, we'll have funny skits. I just feel like in my mind, it's like none of it matters. We just need to do every shit every day. Like focus on
something.
Like focus on the present moment, because that's really like where we always will be. Obviously, is like what we're doing now, and so like looking ahead. It'd be dope if like we had popular, or like people like our music, or like whatever.
That's always good. It's always a thing I would like.
That's fine,
Yeah.
and ideally that's where we're gonna go.
True.
But we don't get there by thinking or worrying about doing that stuff. We get there by enjoying making music, enjoying podcasting, enjoying making funny skits because we think that they're funny, and then we just do that because that's just what we do.
Right.
And then we get better at it, and eventually one of these avenues will start will reap financial rewards. Hopefully, is the ideal.
That is the ideal, isn't it?
Just like too easy to be like, oh, well, what about this or what about that?
Well, that's all
I
you
do that all the time.
That's all you do.
I know. Thanks.
Overthinking. Well, I mean, I do the same shit.
There it is.
I can't really
The
say
truth
anything.
comes out. Well, I do it in a different way than you do. So I feel like I'm more vocal about it, and I'm more like
Yeah, I
I'm more
internalize
like
things.
manic. Well, I internalize two things too, and I'm just talking about in like the sense of worrying about something, like, oh, well, like maybe we should do this. Oh no, maybe we should do that. Like I'm always just like
Just
back
do
and
it all,
forth,
dude. Let's do it all.
and you're just like kind of go with the flow.
Right. Well, I just want us to do anything that we want. Anything that in the moment we're feeling like, oh, is there reverb? Oh no. Okay. I thought I heard reverb for a second. I don't know. I just feel like we should do anything that we feel like doing in the moment. Like I feel like we should record skits, and so that's what I want to do.
Right. Well, that's okay. Yeah. Well, we both do want to do these things, but it's a matter of scheduling our time such that it happens. Because
We need to write them first, which is a whole thing, and then we need to plan how we're gonna do it, which is another thing. And then
we
need
talked
to
about
do
this
it and
on
then
the
edit
last-
it, and then
right.
Yeah. it's a whole
Exactly.
thing.
We talked about this on the last podcast, like scheduling our time per day,
Yeah. Which I mean,
which
we did for a
we
week.
kind of did for a song. we're
For a
working on,
song,
but
yeah.
I feel like maybe like Sunday, every Sunday we'd be like, all right, well, if we do this to that day and that day and that day, by the end of the week, all this stuff will be done, which it will. But then at the same time, we have to set the schedule and then stick to it. Because even we wrote that up, but last week, and granted, I was sick on Tuesday. That's when I first started getting like really bad allergies. But I didn't feel like doing anything, and
Yeah.
I don't know how you felt. It was like you were just like, just take a day, let's take a day off, and so I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Because we weren't
But
feeling it.
not like we can't really afford to take days off. Like we can.
I mean,
but
at this point, we can because we're
shouldn't.
not actually getting anything from it, so it doesn't really matter.
Getting anything from what?
Like we're not reaping any rewards from this except personal gain, or like
well,
personal like.
right, but the more you do, the more you do, the less you wait.
That's true. We can't do a podcast like every day though,
And I feel like,
or like
well,
write a
no,
song,
I don't
like,
want to do a
every
podcast.
day.
Well, once a week is good.
Just
but
like working on. Yeah,
we kind of had a weird gap. I mean, it's weird how like we could just sit down and talk, but we don't. So it's so nice to have a podcast where
that's basically what
that's
we're
what
doing.
we're doing.
Yeah.
and help us get our, because like otherwise we're just like smoking weed and watching Netflix and just like completely turned off or like playing video games or something. Like we're not, like interfacing with one another. We're just living, which is like I'm not like there certainly is time for that, but we have all the time. We're like neither of us have jobs right now. We're looking for jobs, but we could just like, all right, 12 o'clock, bam, in the studio, an hour, work on a song. Next hour, or like 2 hours, and the next hour, let's record some skits. Next hour, and then like we have a block of, because I'm not used to that. I didn't go to school. I dropped out of school freshman year. I've had a solid fucking 3 years of, other than work schedules, I don't have a schedule. I just do whatever the fuck I want, which isn't. It's
phenomenal for like getting shit done.
Well, exactly, and at the same time, it puts this idea in my head that I don't have the attention span necessary for that, which I do, but the fact that I believe it makes it so that I don't. And so, and I do kind of have a short attention span, and that's my fault, but I could also, blame it on our phones and all the things. It's like all the time we live in.
What's about instant gratification? It's like the things that like bring you great shit are like hard to get,
Right.
So
yeah, and
putting in actual work and like working every day towards something is like something you have to actively try to do.
Right, and cultivate that
until it becomes habit. I mean, which it isn't for us right now. So it's kind of
that's
hard.
Where putting a schedule in place would build that routine and build that habit. Right. But I don't know. We're both like similar personalities. Where like if I don't feel like it and I just don't say something, and you just don't say something, then all right, it's 6 o'clock and we haven't done anything, and it's like.
Nothing gets done.
Like the earlier you work, and then like once, if you're not thinking about it and you get into a flow, sometimes you're working, but you're not in a flow, and like I get that sometimes.
And you're like just aware that you're like working and you're like not really
right. Or like when
it.
we were recording the other day, and I'm like doing drums, and like I hit a certain point where I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. But like you were like, well, no, let's keep going, and I did, and I could. But like sometimes you get into a flow where it's like, holy shit, 3 hours has gone by.
Right.
And
that was like when we were jamming yesterday. It just kind of just kept going.
Right. Yeah.
Which was nice.
So let's
let's plan our time better
today. Yeah, we should definitely let's do it. All right, it's done.
Well, for me, I go to sleep way too late to like do anything in the morning, and that's just because that's just how I feel. Like I don't know. I just feel like I've always stayed up super late, and I don't know. Like in the morning, it's just like that's when everyone's awake, and it's just like, and at night no one's awake, which is kind of what I like. I kind of just like being awake when no one else is. It's just like,
you mean like just in the world, or in the?
Well, I mean, like going to the store. I don't like going when like a shitload of people are going to be there.
Right.
But I mean, I feel like a lot of people are like that too. But I mean, I'll go at like 10 o'clock at night when no one's there, and it's like, who would go to the store in the night, and some weird guy.
Well, I'll say this. It's something I've been getting used to, because I knew like a new living situation, I have all these expectations, and like none of them are going to be met. And so I'm like working through all these things like, oh, we're going to live together, so we're just going to be on all day, every day we're going to be on.
It's more than we used
3
to
weeks
be.
We'll have like tens of songs, dude, dozens. That's the term. But it is definitely more than we used. That's what I was saying earlier. Like we need to focus on how we're improving. So like it used to be maybe we'd meet once or twice a week, but now like we live with each other. So we have like, we're doing maybe like something an hour a day, which is a drastic step up.
True.
But no, I will say this. One of my expectations was that, hopefully I just for no reason your sleep schedule just changed and we'd be like synced. So, but obviously that's not happened. I would like to see you get up earlier, but at the same time I could just go to bed later, like just have our schedules synced up.
Right, but I feel like
don't
the morning you get more
need
shit done.
Me?
Just everybody. Like me included. But like I just don't wake up early enough to
Why don't you
feel
just,
like doing anything.
Why don't you just start then?
I could. I need like,
but that's the thing is,
I
like,
literally need like
I
9 or
want
10
that.
hours of sleep to not feel like shit. And that require, like if I were to get up early, that would require going to bed at like 12. Which to I know, but to me that's like so early. I don't know why.
I mean,
maybe it shouldn't. shouldn't be that early.
what was I gonna say? Like it's for me like I feel like super alone in the morning. Like there's like
no one's awake.
3 hours where I'm just like, all right,
Yeah.
what do I do?
True.
Because I don't know. I'm kind of like piggybacking. I feel like we're piggybacking off each other. Like neither of us are like super motivated. So like I kind of just like wait around. I don't do anything in the morning until you're up, and then like you kind of like, all right, you want to go downstairs? I'm like, all right, yeah, let's go downstairs. Even though I could wake up and I could come down here and do something for 3 hours, like compose something or write lyrics or study something or practice something.
I mean,
but I feel like I'm just by myself and there's like no one there with me to like motivate me. So I just don't motivate myself, which I should.
we should have periods where
But
we're
I
just like
don't.
reading books, like those
In
music,
our
those music
schedule
books.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
just like because I want to start
like-
waking up earlier. So like I feel like in the morning we can just like do our usual shit where we drink coffee and play Apex Legends for like an hour, and then we can like come down here and like read for an hour. And
Well,
then,
that's
and then
also
when we
something-
feel like it, we can like work on something or do a podcast.
maybe we shouldn't do video games first thing.
Why? That kind of gets it out of the system. At
Well,
least for me, it kind of gets it over. Like I don't
It kind
feel
of
like
does.
playing
It
it.
does kind of. At the same time, I feel like it's on my mind more if I do it first thing in the morning as opposed to like, because like, when is it ever a good idea to be like, all right, first thing in the morning, what am I gonna do? Video games. Like it kind of just sets the intention for the day instead of just being like, all right, morning routine. Shit, clean.
I mean, I guess for me, it's
Breakfast,
just, it kind of
work.
takes your mind somewhere else for a little bit, which is good.
Yeah,
in
but
the
like,
morning.
isn't it a good time to do that? Like at nighttime when like you've put in a bunch of work. All right, now it's time to chillax.
I like to
kinda
chillax in the
get
morning
blazed
because then I can
doze off.
adjust my mind to what I'm going to be doing for the day. This is for me, okay?
No, I know. I'm just. It doesn't make sense. Maybe you need something,
Not to you. Yeah.
but you
Well,
couldn't
because-
do that. You couldn't do that with just like with something else, like going for a walk.
I mean,
or-
I could.
Do you wake
I
up
just
like
don't.
anxious with like so many things on your mind?
Yeah.
We should go on walks. Well, how about
I
this?
mean, that'd be a healthy thing to do.
I mean, you get up around like 12 or 1.
usually, yeah.
Why don't we just say like
10.
10? I was going to say,
I was going to say I'm just going to get less sleep than usual the first few nights.
well, I mean, if you're actually willing to try and change your your schedule,
Yeah.
I was just
Well, because I have
going
no
to-
reason to stay up late as fuck anymore.
Right.
Like I used
Well,
to.
that's what I was going to say is I had like this expectation that you were going to, stumbling over my words, drank too much coffee and the Benadryl is
That's
wearing
always
off.
the Benadryl.
I'm
That's the
blaming on the
reason.
Benadryl, baby.
Blame
But
the-
I
blame the
don't want to
Benny.
be I don't want to be the dick where I'm like, hey Alex, go to bed sooner so we can be awake at the same time.
I mean, you don't have to word it like that. You can just be like, hey, dude, remember that you wanted to change your sleep schedule. So maybe
Right.
just like,
Well, what I was going to say is,
because I take a while to like wind down before I can go to sleep anyway.
yeah, and then
Which
need time to
sucks.
wake up, which we all do. I can kind of
just get up and like go.
Well, I was gonna propose 12ish, 1ish. Boom, studio time or skit time, like work, whatever we're gonna do,
Yeah.
work time.
12.
So, yeah, if you start to get up earlier,
That would just be what I would need.
bam,
To
because lately you get up 1ish, we kind of sit around for a few hours and get
Mm-hmm.
to work. 3 at the earliest, like 4ish, 5 or 6ish, even lately. Some days
Right.
or 7 we come down here.
Well, because it's 6 now.
But like, there's nothing stopping us from, working well into the night. It's just for
No.
me. Like once it starts to get nighttime, I don't want to do any work.
Right.
I want to put my work in
Because that's
like,
just how you've been like
first-
working for like,
that's kind of just how I am.
yeah.
Like
right.
I feel more satisfied. Like you probably don't feel this way since you want something to do first thing in the morning, but like I just don't like waking up because if like I wake up and convince myself to play video games, I can just sit there for as long as I want, and then like the longer I'm doing it, like I'll just be like sitting there playing Apex Legends. Like the longer I'm doing it, the longer in my head I'm like, well, what else am I gonna do? Like I'm just gonna do this, and
And, like, what else could you be doing? Or just
well,
like,
it's hard to convey. It doesn't really convey how I actually feel, but like, I'm like, well, I'm just like settled into that mode. I get more and more settled into that mode, and then it's like, And then I stop, and then I'm like, I don't know. It's more kind of my
do you
habit
usually
lately.
wake
How
up?
I've been. Well, let me finish. It's like my habit of how I've usually like lately. Just some days I'm just so addicted to my phone, where I'll just be looking at my phone, and then switch for like I'll stop playing
feel like
video
that's
games. Then I
everyone.
like just look at my phone.
Yeah.
Right. But
Just any downtime, you're just on it.
right. But I worked mornings, and so I always had my alarm set for 8:30. Lately, I haven't had an alarm at all, which kind of I probably should. So it's just like the same every day. But I've been getting up at like 10-ish. I'll say 10-ish. Some days I like sleep in till like 11-ish.
Mm-hmm.
But
You should probably just set an alarm. That's what I'm going to start doing.
yeah, I forget if it's. I feel like they say like just make sure you're waking up at the same time every day. And that way your day starts, and then eventually you'll just be tired earlier because you woke up earlier, and so you'll want to go to bed earlier, and then it'll kind of you'll just be waking up at the same time every day.
Right.
But I feel like it's important for both, like go to sleep at the same time and wake up at the same time, so you like still have the block,
Like an
of
actual schedule of like
the
sleep.
amount of sleep you need.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been forever. Hopefully this hasn't been like
I mean, whatever.
not that it matters, but
I just feel like, sleep's an interesting topic just because everyone does it, So going to sleep, I mean, like,
it's
what's
so
like
it's
what's
so
like the
important,
required
sorry to interrupt.
I just
You
mean
know
like what's the required hours of like sleep?
It depends on the person. Some people don't need that much. Some people can go on 4 or 5.
How would you
Other
know
people
if you're the
need.
person?
Well, you can go.
Like to a doctor?
You would know. Well, yeah. You can go like a sleep specialist, but you would just know because like I don't really know. I always kind of just like sleep 8-ish, 9-ish, but if I don't sleep that long, I'm super tired all day. Like if
Yeah.
I only get like 6 hours of sleep, I definitely notice it.
Right.
But sleep is immensely important. Joe Rogan had on like Matthew Walker. He's like a sleep. He wrote a book called Why We Sleep, and he's like
I think I watched that.
I don't know what his credentials are, but he's like a sleep special or not
Like
like
scientist?
expert. Yeah, I don't know what he does, but just talking about how crucial sleep is and like maintaining your health and like your mental state, because like so many people like.
I like it. Don't
I
starve,
forget-
dude. You need to sleep to
Yeah,
regain
exactly.
your sanity. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Wow, look at that. It's all coming full circle. So yeah, what?
But I forget what the analogy was, but missing sleep, like putting off sleep, is just it's terrible for your brain to just be like, oh, I'll just like stay up all night. Like it's essentially like doing like a shit ton of lines of coke or something, just like straight to your brain to like miss that much sleep. It's that important. Which I may be.
What's that
be
much sleep?
Hyperbole. What do you mean? Oh, like
4 hours?
not sleeping one night. Like some people
just
do,
not
like,
sleeping
just
at
pull
all.
an all nighter.
Well, that's
wrecking your
pretty
brain.
fucked, right? Like I've never actually been able to achieve that without just going to sleep. Like even if it's in the morning at like 10 a.m.
Right.
and like sleeping all day, but like I can't like go a whole night of not sleeping and then just exist the next day because I just feel like sick. So I guess I don't know what his credentials are, like you said, but there's definitely some merit to what he's saying. He's definitely done his research. I wish I could just sleep for like an hour a night and just feel like fucking great. the next
When
day.
there's just like a pill you can take that's just like, all right, I feel great. You never have to sleep.
Like, fully
Dude, honestly, we
rested.
sleep a third of our lives.
Yeah, like what the
just
fuck?
conked out, living in another fantasy world. That's crazy. Like imagine how much more you could get done. You'd rule the world if you didn't have
Right.
to sleep.
My God.
We're at like 53 minutes. You wanna
It's a pretty long podcast.
do
We've
something?
been averaging about an hour for him now, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so you want to wrap it up now? Are you done talking to me? On camera, at
I'm
least?
done talking to you on camera. No, Now we can go back to just looking at our phones. Playing Apex
I mean, should we
Legends.
upload this, like, soon? I don't know
Yeah,
how
it doesn't
constant we want
matter.
our upload schedule to be just because we live together now. Like, we only met once a week last time we were doing
Right.
this, so that's why.
I mean, it's just up to. I mean, I feel bad because like you're doing the editing, and that's fine. You know,
Well, yeah,
we
you
only
set
really
up,
need
though,
one person
you know.
editing,
most of the time.
right? But that's kind of different. Like, I do it as often as
Every day.
It's. I mean,
Do like a Joe Rogan thing. Like 5 days a week.
it would not only be beneficial
I mean,
in
it
getting-
definitely would
in-
be beneficial to us to do that, but
Right, not like mentally the way we can communicate with each other, but also
Yeah.
the making the podcast better,
Right.
flow better, and
it would just probably
sound
make us more
better.
productive if we did one every day.
right.
It would just be work.
That would
every
just
day.
be well, right. You'd have to really be not waiting to edit stuff.
And like if we had anything else going on, it would just not be smooth.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, I feel like the name of the game is just like maybe every day do something different, or just like little bits of things every day. So we're just constantly moving forward. It's not like,
I mean, that's kind of what we're doing now, just kind of little bits, little
Right.
tiny bits that we're doing every day.
but we've like decided to do it the day
Yeah.
before or something instead of like
like kind of like
having
that.
it planned out. Yeah. So let's make a goal to maybe on Sunday we can do sort of like a more strict schedule for next week.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens. Probably won't follow it strictly, but
We
just
can,
get better
though.
at scheduling stuff.
Yeah, right. We just need to get better at doing things.
Would you like to take the X, sir?
Oh, what are we doing?
You should play that one pretty song.
What pretty song?
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. Which
Play
one?
the pretty song.
What's the pretty song?
That's code for just play whatever comes to mind and it'll be pretty.
That's not true.
Play the pretty song and I'll sing the pretty song. Not that. Don't let that influence what you're gonna play. You could play when we were jamming on that synth thing yesterday. Before you left.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever do you remember what that was?
Something. The strumming part.
The strumming part where you.
was it?
It was like up around on the neck somewhere.
Was it here? Sorry.
Yeah. And then just keep playing that. And then can I get you to rest? Keep playing it, but we're gonna try something. We're gonna try something revolutionary here. I'm gonna put my finger up, and you're gonna stop, and then I'll hitch up. You got it. So I'm just gonna go bam. Gotta get in the vibe of what I'm gonna say, what I'm gonna sing, and what I'm gonna do. I've been missing you straight up out the box. I've been missing you.
Give me some reverb.
Golden locks, that is what I need. You've been on my mind all the time. Is this what we need? Oh, it's not a, oh, it's not a, oh, there we are. I've been missing out. Sounds kind of bad. Let's get to one that sounds better. Wear your favorite sweater. And I really miss the times that we could wait and go and lie. I've been feeling fine, got you on my mind. You don't know what you need, I can tell you got the right stuff on your mind all the time.
I don't know where to go, what to say or who to ask. I'm up on my bed. We'll have to practice that, but that's what you get. Thank you.
Is that it? We're not going to have an outro? Thanks for listening.
Wait, hold on.
Thank you for shit.
Thanks for listening to the Benadryl podcast.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for. I haven't had. Wait, where is it? Up.
Wait.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to the Benadryl podcast.
Oh, shit. Thank you for listening to the Psychoactive podcast with the shot.